Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know what else to say when I open these videos. I'm so glad you're back. I am Emily. If you have not been watching my videos, I had weight loss surgery in 2012 and I just had a tummy tuck January 19th and still recovering a little bit from that. And then I just talk about my struggles with losing weight after weight loss surgery, being a single mom, dating, having a tummy tuck, going through body image issues, you name it. If you're a woman, I probably talk about it. So I'm so glad to have you here, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about where I'm at, and then one little topic that has come up this week that I feel like is important probably for almost all of us. So I have not weighed myself in forever, you guys. The last time I weighed myself, I was up to 180, and not proud to say that, especially after they took like 5 pounds of skin off. But I have been forgetting to weigh myself the past couple weeks. So I suspect I'll probably weigh myself tomorrow, and hopefully they'll be a good number because I have been on track for the most part. I do have some late night issues with wanting this like shredded wheat cereal that I bought for Dylan because that's his favorite healthy cereal. I know better than to have it in my house because I always go for that. It's like the perfect thing for me like at 9 or 10 p.m. So if I don't have it, I'll just walk away from the kitchen. So I'm back on track for the most part and doing clean eating, and I've been doing like 50 carbs or less. Ideally I would be 30 or 20 carbs or less per day, but kind of giving myself a little break because it's been a while since I've actually been on track because of surgery and all that kind of stuff. So also I got shorter extensions today. I love them. I had them cut, so they were like down to like here, and got them cut, and I got my hair colored a little bit different shade of red than I normally do or have done in the past few months. So I'm excited. I think I'm gonna go even a different color next time, but I'm loving the shorter hair. I have had long extensions for forever. I will do a video on my extensions too, guys. I do clip-in extensions. I used to do tape-ins. I do clip-ins now. I will do a video on that so you can see kind of like before and after. But my natural hair is almost this long now, but it's just not thick and healthy. It's getting there though. I'm taking vitamins and we're giving it regular trims now and just kind of being as healthy with it as we can. So little hair update. I also feel like I look like a drag queen today because I just wanted to do some fun makeup, and I don't think on camera it looks like drag queen, and that's kind of why I did it, because the camera can kind of wash you out a little bit. So I don't know, I kind of like it. I don't know, we'll see what this turns out looking like at the end. But also with my tummy tuck, I still have a couple of wounds. I haven't showed you guys my tummy in a while, and maybe I will include it in this video if I get a chance. But I have a couple of wounds still, like one that is like, so I have one that I've been packing. It's so gross, but it's not gross anymore. It's just kind of like my morning routine now. I've been packing that. That's on the right hand side here. And then I have another wound right next to it that it was closed over, and then the doctor pushed on it and pus came out. So he was like, we need to kind of keep that open and pack a little tiny piece of gauze in there too. I'm so sorry guys if this grosses you out. I probably should have given you a warning before I started talking about that, but such is life. So I am dealing with that. He said it should be healed within the next couple of weeks. I don't think it's going to be. By the looks of it, it's been, sticking around for like 4 weeks already. Maybe that's not true. 3 weeks already. So it was originally a spitting stitch. I took a bath too early. It got bacteria in it, and then I got a spitting stitch and just whatever. So don't take a bath too early. Ask your doctor before you do anything that you have questions about. Don't go online. Don't look at what other people are doing, because your doctor is going to know what's best for you and the surgery that you had. I used to think like it really didn't matter because doctors all had different things that they say, and that is very true. And I kind of feel like that with weight loss surgery, although I feel like weight loss surgery is a little more straightforward, and there are different doctors say different things, and you might use, one doctor's advice over another. I've done that myself. But for plastic surgery, plastic surgeons use different materials. They, some of them do a different incision line technique. Some of them do different internal muscle repair techniques. drainless tummy tucks, all different kinds of things. Some people have had lipo, some haven't. Some, you know, had different sections of their skin removed. Some have the fleur-de-lis tummy tuck. So there's so many different things that you can have and different components of your surgery. It's just best to ask the surgeon. So there's my little disclaimer. I am, you know, living proof that that is not a good idea to just read something online and go with it. All right, so, and my surgeon is such a sweetheart that he's not mad at me for that, but I have 2 wounds now, and we're going to a hotel next weekend for spring break with the kids, and I don't get to go in the hot tub or the pool, so. I just wanted to talk today a little bit about clutter. And I have been talking this week with somebody about this subject, and it has been on my mind since then. And I realized that clutter plays probably a bigger role in my life than I would like to admit. So just being honest, I have always been a clutter person. I've always had a messy room. I have always had a really difficult time with organization. I have just always struggled in that area. It does not come naturally to me when I see a mess. A mess is just like chaos, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, and I don't know the first thing to do with a mess. And I'm also a procrastinator, so I feel like the mess can wait for tomorrow. And before I know it, I've got a really messy room, a really messy kitchen, a really messy living room, bathroom, you name it. Clutter just ends up piling up. And I'm the only grown-up in my home, and my children aren't super organizationally inclined either. Lily, you know, kind of takes after me in that way. She's got a messy room also. She leaves things all over the house, and I don't even think is very conscientious, like even like knows what, you know, that she's doing that. So, you know, that's what's going on at my house, and oftentimes projects go unfinished because I live in a rental and there's things that need to be touched up and painted, and I don't like to ask for that. I've got, you know, drywall chipping and a hole in my stairway right now that needs to be repaired, and I just don't want to ask because there's just a lot of different reasons I need to. But so my house right now can be a little bit, I guess, you know, the person that I was talking to about this said something about, and I've heard this phrase before, like, if there's clutter around you, it's cluttering your mind. And that is absolutely 100% true. So I wanted to say that today because I think that whatever you're trying to accomplish, whether it be weight loss, whether it be an exercise program, whether it just be career goals or parenting goals, or trying to just get new things going on in your life and positive changes forward, getting the clutter out of our lives is like step one. And I should also add, clutter can be anything. It doesn't have to just be things in your house. It could be appointments. It could be, you know, emails in your inbox. It could be junk mail on your table. It could be a lot of volunteering that you're doing that's excessive. It could be so many things that are just cluttering up your mind and your heart and keeping it tied up and occupied from doing other things and being free. So today I actually cleaned my room. You probably can't tell because I have a few things on my bed that need to get put away still, but I needed to do some things with those. But otherwise, I cleaned my room pretty darn well. Looking around, I feel very like accomplished and organized. And it feels awesome. I feel like I could totally accomplish things. I feel like I can pick out outfits better. I, you know, had a ton of clothes just like laying on my bed, just cluttering up everything. And I was sleeping with clothes on my bed, and clean clothes, but I would just like shove them over to the side. And I know even in my subconscious, in my sleep, like I'm feeling that, and I'm, you know, picking up on that my room is just cluttery. And then when, you know, sometimes I go downstairs, and if I haven't like picked up the kitchen or whatever, it's just like, it's weighs on you, and it puts a heaviness on you and your life and your brain that doesn't have to be there. And I am not one to like preach and say, hey, this is how you should do it. For me, I get in phases, and I'll keep something clean, and then, you know, 3 weeks later, it's kind of starting to go downhill again. I think that it goes along with the things that are key in weight loss is small steps, small changes, and consistency. So I think consistency in putting things away, consistency in saying no to events or miscellaneous extracurricular things that aren't really necessary, that are just kind of like keeping you in the car, keeping your time occupied where it doesn't need to be, freeing up your email inbox. I can tell you right now, there's probably 5,000 emails sitting, if not more, sitting in my Gmail personal folder. And I think part of that is because I hang on to stuff that I don't know if I'm going to need to reference it later, because I'm a procrastinator and I don't always, look at the kids' school events until the day of, like, oh, where was that going to be tonight for that orchestra concert? What time was that? Is that this week or next week? And I'll just like quick search my email. Well, it's time to be a little more organized, a little more proactive, and just get rid of the junk in your life. I just had a project this last weekend, and I purged my pantry, and I just like got rid of everything that I don't use on a regular basis. I used to make cakes. I got rid of like all my extra cake pans and extra tools and things that I just don't need anymore, and gave them to someone who's doing cakes now, and it felt really good. I am going to give a lot to Goodwill. There's still a few things left over from that project, so just giving you some examples of things that I have experienced. And I, tend to have clutter like on my stairs, things that need to get put away upstairs, and it's just not great. And then things fall by the wayside. And, I want another home someday soon. I want to live somewhere, that's my own, and that I can do, that's a nice place to come home to, and calm and beautiful. And I want to take care of that. So I know that by taking care of what I have now, that's the only way that I can be, have that future home a nice place to be. So that's just some things to keep in mind. And I just wanted to encourage you guys to get the clutter out of your life. I talked about in a video about making your bed every day, and I still do that. And that is a habit that I've actually kept for years now, surprisingly. So it's like, start making your bed every day if you don't already. I had a bunch of people, I felt funny talking about it in that video, like people might think I'm crazy, but so many people commented that they agreed with that mindset, and they were going to try to start making their bed every day. I promise you, if you try to do that and start doing that and getting that into your morning routine, that it will seriously help you. And it sounds silly, but it will. Now I just need to add more things, or I would like to add more things into that. Do the morning routine, do the morning mantra of like, I'm going to eat healthy today, and I am going to keep my weight loss. I'm going to lose weight. I'm in a regain right now, and my winter regain, that I've done for the past 2 years, maybe longer, and trying to get that back off for summer. And next year, don't want to go back into that. So I think all of those things start with routines. They start with your very first, eyes opening in the morning. Like, what do you do? What do you think about? Do you look at Facebook? Do you look at Instagram right when you wake up? What about reading a positive quote in the morning and not even looking at your phone? What about keeping a book next to your bed and having a gratitude journal and writing down something that you're thankful for, and taking 5 minutes and just writing about gratitude, or writing about something that you want to accomplish during the day? I have done these things in the past. I haven't been currently doing that, and I want to get back to that. And I want to get back to a routine that helps set me up for goals and success and weight loss and eating healthy and knocking out career goals and business goals and, sales goals at work and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that today, because I struggle with it. If you came over, I have anxiety when people come over to my house. Unless I know you, unless you're like my best friend, it stresses me out. And I let the kids' friends come over, but, I don't have parties over here. I don't have a lot of room either, but I don't entertain a lot, or nearly as much as I would like to. I would love to entertain. I've always wanted this open floor plan in my home, and like a bar with, bar stools or bar seats, those high seats at the bar where people can just sit and talk to me while I cook for you and make, drinks and serve you wine. And that would be like my favorite. Quality time is my love language, in case you can't tell. So I just think that those things are important, and I wanted you to know that I struggle with them if you do too. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, and I would love it if you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button. below so you can catch future updates. And I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.